I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chosen. Love when you open. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
Girl, you chosen. Sign this NDA, no, you can't bring no phones in. We walk in and they're like, what's all the commotion? No, he can't step a foot in here if we don't know him. Treat you special, girl, I hit you with the roses. Can't stand your boyfriend, he too controlling. You get along better with me. Up when you
girl, you chosen. Love when you open. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chosen. Love when you open. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
Yeah, what up? Yeah, brand new rollie got you frozen. Two more, got that. She wanna go up, don't provoke him. Like she voting. I like when you talk that to me. Ain't nothing new, but you know how to do it to me. We can make a and a rapper, you the got a ninja coolsy. She love me like Lucy. I'm a dog like Snoopy. And you sweating out your weed, rich, I ain't cheap when I like what I see.
Girl, you chosen. Get up when you. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chosen. Love when you open. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
me that, give me that. Price tags, I ain't looking, I just pick that. Pick that, turn me on when he said get that. Get that, baby wanna put a... You say, yo, I see it speak now. That's right, reach down and pull the cash out. Cash out, make me love you, take it last out. Last out, yeah. Honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps the... Yeah, honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps the... Yeah, wanna see me? I could be it, throw it back, let you... Spin the few stacks, keep it bad. Dab it, real, no one make it flashy. That's how I dress if you ask me. You broke, can't catch me. He don't have steps, so we'll call him Big Daddy. If he want the first, he gotta cash at me. Honest in my want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps up. Yeah, honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps up. Yeah.
Not regardless, spending my hard-earned. I'd rather get a purse than deal with the heartburn. She don't wanna work, she taking a week off. I'm starting to think you don't even have a job. Looking at your exes, all of them ball players. 2012 Lexus still ain't paid off yet.
I'm so superstitious. I do warm-ups at my house. Yeah, I park in the same spot. Wear this hat, that hat. When I eat food there, I sit at the same table. Especially once we get in the playoffs, it's even to a next level of superstition. So.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the New York Knicks up against the San Antonio Spurs here at AT&T Center. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. D.A., take it away.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are always competitive. So what kind of people fit their culture? Greg Popovich says we're looking for character, people that have gotten over themselves. A sense of humor is huge. You've got to be able to take a dig and feel comfortable that you don't have all the answers. Kevin, it all starts with Pop.
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. And it's Walker in at the point guard. And for San Antonio, the guard pair, Murray and White. Jakob Poeltl out there with Young. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just seed them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Pass to Barrett. Outside, Walker. Barrett against Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson. The kick out to Walker. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Now here's White. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. And it's Poeltl at the elbow. Yeah, it's stolen by Barrett. Pass to Randall. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple.
That's 2 things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to White. Just 5 to shoot. From 12 feet out. Here's Pirtle. And a good offensive ball. And he gets the bucket.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Now, here's Barrett. And he really played well against Denver. And he comes up with the deuce. Randall's got his second bucket tonight.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Young. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Murray. It doesn't go for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
Now here's Randall. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Here's Robinson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Robinson's got his second basket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Here's White. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Now, here's Fournier. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
Here's Murray, following the basket by Julius Randle. Pirtle kicks to Murray. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Walker. 2 points. That one goes.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And defensively, no matter the size of the man he's guarding, Walker really puts up a fight.
Some smaller guards pretend to battle. Walker will bang with you, try to front you, pull on your jersey, whatever it takes. He backs down from no one.
San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Pert. Doug McDermott comes in for Young. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for White. And it's Bryn Forbes in for DeJounte Murray. Then for the Knicks, Noel's checked in for Robinson. Quickly comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Rose in for Walker.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside Rose. Randall right side. Shot from 12. Rose passes to Barrett. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Spurs trail by 10. Now the pass to Forbes. Left side Walker. He can't get that one to fall. The Knicks go the other way with it. Pass to Quickly. He dishes it to Rose. The rebound by the Spurs.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Johnson dishes to Walker. Passes to Forbes. Front past the arc. Randall grabs the board. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against Phoenix. Here's Quickly. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Knicks leading by 7. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Rose. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Quickly missing. To the paint. Here's Walker. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Now here's Rose. Three-pointer, Randall. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. New York ahead. They're up by 5. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. You're watching 2K Sports. Well, Thaddeus Young in his 15th season in the league. He's remained a key piece, and he breaks down what he brings to the table.
You know, going out there and being the energy guy, going out there and getting those extra possessions, going out there and scoring the basketball, just putting every aspect of the game into perspective and just playing through it.
Greg, there's an argument to be made that he was his most efficient in 2021.
I mean, just stuffing the stat sheet. Points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, you name it. Thaddeus Young, like he said, can do a little bit of everything.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on a second chance opportunity.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Nerlens Noel, and it's the chosen one in for Quickly. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also, and a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
You know, Doris, some of these star players are so skilled. If you were playing, which of those skills do you think would be the most fun?
I'm selfish. I want to be one of those guys who steps across half court and immediately is within range, so the range shooter will be the first. But I also want to be that freak athlete who everybody's terrified when I get above the rim. I'm just putting it down on your head.
Here's Eubanks. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
The chosen one passes to Toppin. Trying to get open is Gibson. Toppin can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Walker. And finished off by Walker.
Went to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Poke loose. Here's the chosen one. No points in the game yet for him. And with the rumors, Greg, that MP wants a trade, he quickly tried to put those rumors to rest.
MP gave the answers you want to hear. Here as a team. denied the rumors, restated his love. Great way to handle a budding distraction.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for New York. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for San Antonio. DeJounte Murray comes in for Bryn Forbes. And a switcher also for New York. Walker's checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
They now take the lead. Walker's got the lead up to 2 now for San Antonio.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Walker the pass to the chosen one. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And they double up Murray. And outside, here's Collins, and finish off by Collins.
Well, Thaddeus Young is a team-first guy, and if he sees an opportunity to get a teammate a shot, he will deliver it.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
A different look now for San Antonio. Myrtle comes in for Collins. So it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Knicks
San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Then for the Knicks, Gibson comes in for Julius Randle. And it's the chosen one in for Evan Fournier. They've got Collins. He's out there with Doug McDermott, and it's Forbes in at the 2. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
The pass to Eubanks. Now, here's Collins. Outside, Walker. 5 on the clock. Pass to Forbes. Knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's New York.
2 minutes
Here's
remaining in the
Walker
third.
for the lead.
2 minutes.
Oh, that's blocked. Robinson passes to Gibson, and they take the
San
lead.
Antonio foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New York.
That's his
Defensively,
first
they play
personal
with a
foul.
lot of energy, and the steals we've
Shooting
seen
for
are a
New York.
result of that aggressiveness.
Taj Gibson.
Yeah, and I think something they've
Shooting
also worked
well.
hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
And the Knicks making a change here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Mitchell Robinson. Alec Burks comes in for... So no problem for New York as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
I know you didn't call me a liar, MP. That's a liar. You, when everything that's coming out of your mouth is a lie, you want to take the heat off of you. Fine. I respect that. Tell me I'm wrong. My sources are wrong. But a liar? No, you don't call me a liar and get away with it. I believe my sources. They're trustworthy. I've known them for a long time. Who are you? Who do you know in this business? I guess I shouldn't be surprised by this. MP's always been about the drama. Got to get those clicks. It's typical. A real diva to the max.
That's right, reach down and pull the cash out. Cash out, make me love you, take it last out. Last out, yeah. Honest in my hand. Want it, spin them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps the, yeah. Honest in my hand. Want it, spin them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps that, yeah. Wanna see me? I could be it, throw it back, let you spin a few stars, keep a vibe, dab it. Real, know what make it flashy. That's how I dress. If you ask me, pass me. You broke, can't catch me. He don't have steps, so I call him Big Daddy. If he want the first, he gotta cash at me. Honest in my hand. Want it, spin them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps up. Yeah, honest in my hand. Want it, spin them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps up. Yeah.
Regardless, spending my hard earned. I'd rather get the
say that. Price tags, I ain't looking, I just pick that. Pick that, turn me on when he say get that. Get that, baby wanna put a. You say, yo, I say it's big now. That's right, raise it down and pull the cash out. Cash out, make me love you, take it last out. Last out, yeah. Honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps the. Yeah, honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps that. Yeah, wanna see me? I could be throw it back, let you spin a few stars, keep a vibe, dab it, real, no one make it flashy. That's how I dress. If you ask me, you broke, can't catch me. He don't have stats, so I call him Big Daddy. If he want the first, he gotta cash at me. Honest in my want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps up. Yeah, honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps up. Yeah.
Now regardless, spending my hard-earned. I'd rather get a purse than deal with the heartburn. She don't wanna work, she taking a week off. I'm starting to think you don't even have a job. Looking at your exes, all of them ball players. 2012 Lexus still ain't paid off yet. Pulling out my wallet, no credit cards in it. If I let you play, you gon' have a ball with it. Falling. I'm trying to forget it. You know, it's just really disheartening. But I done paid for all kinds of nursing classes and now.
It's great when you have a player with lots of syllables in her name. Like, we had Eric Snow for years, and I love Eric, but I'd even tell him, like, I can't do anything with your name, you know? Eric Snow. And then we'd have a guy like Dikembe Mutombo. I was like, yes. We're Philadelphia. The fans are just so into the game. They're just so knowledgeable. They boo, you know? And they'll boo you. If you're losing at halftime, they're going to boo you off the court. But as soon as you come back on and get the win, it's, you know, they'll praise you like none other. But they'll also point out your faults too. So they're so passionate about sports, and it's just, I'm just so fortunate to be, you know, part of one of those four teams.
Sixers win. Hey everybody, it's Matt Cord, the voice of the Philadelphia 76ers, to announce the 2K TV top plays of the week. This year, we're crowning a winner for each NBA 2K22 season. Then, only the best will compete for the top play of the year. Push yourselves and go get it.
Indianapolis, Indiana. That's the scene for the Knicks. Don't sleep on Julius Randle or you'll be left in the dust. His team will rally behind his fire as they gear up for game time at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Knicks, Pacers, tip-off coming up next. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, BA. Well, the NBA's play-in tournament is exciting. It's a way to keep teams in the mix, but it's had its share of critics. Luka Doncic said, quote, I don't understand it. You play all season to get into the playoffs. Then maybe you lose 2 in a row and you're out? I don't see the point. Guys?
Yeah, Allie, team's definitely motivated to stay in the top 6. Good stuff there. Thank you. And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Barrett plays the small forward with Randall in at the 4. Evan Fournier is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Pacers, Warren and Sabonis, the duo at forward. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Edmund Sumner. And it's Turner in at the 5. And Grant, as you watch the league since you retired, what do you think is the biggest change?
Well, you started to see the three-point boom change towards the end of my career. And, of course, also how centers are used is probably the biggest change of them all.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Brogdon against Walker. Randall with a steal. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Brogdon. Here's Warren. Randall pulls down the board. Outside Barrett. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brogdon. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable. Good work there as it goes.
Brogdon, so strong and so composed, does an excellent job of playing through physical defense.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Now here's Fournier, guarded closely. Count it.
Fournier. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Sumner. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Pass to Brogdon. Outside Warren. Indiana needs to get a...
Checking in for
Indiana
the Knicks.
going with an almost entire new group here.
Shooting for New York.
Tadze's checked in for Turner. Brissett comes in for Sabonis. Craig is checked in for Warren. And it's McConnell in for Brogdon. And that one falls for Noel.
Well, the former Kentucky Wildcat Noel is a phenomenal defensive player who's really starting to find himself on offense as well.
Here's Brissett. Last game for him, he had 14. McConnell outside. Here's Bitadze. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
From T.J. McConnell.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Goes back up. Out to Craig. Shoots over Burks. And so it's Indiana with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back. And the 25th pick in 2020, Emmanuel quickly made an immediate impact with his shooting, including his deadly floater.
I feel like I developed it kind of at a young age. I wasn't always the most athletic, so having skill was really important. So just having that floater that I could use over a big man is really vital.
Well, Graham, those silky floaters don't always make the highlight reels, but my goodness, are they impressive.
BA, for a lot of players, that's a bad shot, but it's what he's worked at and perfected over time.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
O'Shea Brissett out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Basket counts. Bitadze's got 9.
You know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
to the chosen one. Launches a three. No good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
They are just owning the boards right now.
That's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And Brogdon with the steal.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Here's Rose. The Pacers making their last shot. The chosen one shot is good.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
One thing about Derrick Rose that's never changed over the years, Grant, is his ability to come through in the clutch. When a big basket is needed, he's the guy you want on the court.
Well, how many times have we seen it? End of game situation, Rose in an isolation set. And even against a double team, he finds a way to shake free and get the bucket. As dependable as it gets when the pressure's on.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
Both shots good from the stripe. You know, Grant, court is a familiar place for Malcolm Brogdon's family. It's just Malcolm's involves a ball instead of a gavel.
Yeah, his father, Mitchell, is a lawyer and a mediator. Brothers Gino and John are also both in law. Now, while Malcolm hasn't gone to law school, he did earn a master's degree while in college.
You know, one of the things you can't allow Rose to do, guys, is to find his comfort zone from there because he'll get into a rhythm and torch you.
Rose against McConnell. Brogdon from outside. Good efficiency. He's straight 4 out of 5.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now a timeout called by New York.
You know, Malcolm Brogdon is a guy who can get it done offensively. His shooting percentage really speaks for itself. And he knows how to find shots in a hurry.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner, he's checked in for Batadze. Sabonis comes in for Brissett. And it's T.J. Warren in for Craig. You really do have to respect Brogdon's offensive game. I think he's clearly a guy who puts in the work.
You're exactly right, B.A. He does put in the work. He's a high-effort player, both when it's game time and behind the scenes. You don't see percentages like his without a lot of hours being spent in the practice gym.
And here are the Pacers now. The Knicks making their last shot. Brogdon with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. 5 to shoot. Here's Warren.
Checking in for the
play now in the second quarter. A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. It's the Pacers leading by 17. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Malcolm Brogdon.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So on the floor for New York, inside we have Randall and Robinson. Fournier the 2, Barrett at the small forward, and it's Walker in at the 1. Now here's Brogdon. Shoots over Robinson. No good, off the front rim.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
It's Barrett on the wing. He's covered by Warren. Barrett passes to Walker. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. Walker's got 5.
And Walker always shot ready. This is why you can't lay off of him, especially when the ball's going towards you.
Brogdon against Walker. Brogdon, the pass to Turner. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. And it's Randall with the jam.
And the floor awareness of Walker impressive there as he got the ball to the open man.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Here's Sumner. Fournier covering. Brogdon against Randall. Brogdon, the pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Walker. Shot's good by Sabonis. He's got 11.
Boy, a big body Sabonis might have range, but put him inside and let him eat.
And the basket is good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. And it's Brogdon missing.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And when you talk to folks around the league, no one has a bad word to say about Walker. He's just a good guy, a loyal guy. And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And, of course, Kimba's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award multiple times.
Yeah, he's such a glue guy. I mean, he brings people together. He's a guy who improves the culture of your team.
Fournier with the bucket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something. Anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Craziest fans, get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans. Fans, your pace maze. Fans, your pace maze.
Changes for Indiana. Brissett's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Craig comes in for Warren. And it's McConnell in for Brogdon. Noel, he's checked in for New York. Rose comes in for Fournier. Now here's Turner. He's got 5. Back to McConnell. Pass to Brissett from deep. The Knicks pull it in. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Walker against McConnell. Shoots. And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he's still...
Checking in for
He's
the
checked
Knicks.
in for Craig. A minute 6 left in the game. Pass to the chosen one. Gets the 3 to fall.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Pacers.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2 games to 1. With one more game to follow against this team.
They've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Malcolm Brogdon.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Sabonis and Turner work together inside. T.J. McConnell is out there with Edmund Sumner. And it's Brissett in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch 4. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch.
Warren's checked in for Indiana. Brogdon comes in for McConnell.
Knicks
That's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Sumner. And here are the Knicks now. It's a 14-point game. Here's the chosen one. Off target from 3-point range. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Inside, here's Brogdon, and Brogdon with the step.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's the chosen one. From downtown, he can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.
I'm thinking Vietnamese tonight.
By me. Yeah. Hey, good game, man.
So what are you trying to,
See, that's what I'm talking about. What was that?
He'll get over it.
Get over what?
Trade rumors.
Bro, I want to stay, though.
Look, I know, but it's his team. He just resents the distractions. Look, like I said, he'll be fine.
I don't believe this, man.
Look, don't take it out on him, all right? It's honestly the media. They get to you, MP. Look, you try not to let them, but they do. He just been watching too much SportsCenter or something, all right? He gonna be fine. Just give him some time.
Yeah, honest. I just pick that. Turn me on when he said get that. Baby wanna put a. He say, yo, I see it's big now. That's right, reach down and pull the cash out. Make me love you, take it last out. Yeah, honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps that. Yeah, honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps that. Yeah, wanna see me? I could be throw it back, let you spin the few stars, keep a bad, it real, know what make it flashy. That's how I dress. If you ask me, pass me. You broke, can't catch me. He don't have style, so I call him Big Daddy. If he want the first, he gotta cash at me. Honest in my want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps up. Yeah, honest in my hand. Want it, spend them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps up. Yeah.
Regardless, spending my hard-earned. I'd rather get a purse than deal with the heartburn. She don't wanna work, she taking a week off. I'm starting to think you don't even have a job. Looking at your exes, all of them ball players. 2012 Lexus still ain't paid off yet. Pulling out my wallet, no credit cards in it. If I let you play, you gon' have a ball with it. Falling. I'm trying to forget it. You know, it's just really disheartening. But I done paid for all kinds of nursing classes. And now she said she wanna be a makeup artist. You don't want the chips if it got the guac missing. You only want the Benz if it's AMG kitted. But if I get pinched based on suspicion, is you gon' sing like Bobby in New Edition? Forget it. Mama told me, so I did it. But that Samuel in Pulp Fiction, I'm light-skinned. My granddaddy Indian, you with my lineage and dividends. Peace and light, I wish you all the love. Please get out my house, I'll call them. I think I have spent my final buck. I think I'm out to lunch.
Next, it's Dak native JoJo. Hey, practice is a great way to elevate your game, but don't forget to respect your teammates. Just because you're in LA, you can't go Hollywood and practice. Third, we have Mr. Smith, 1984, taking advantage of the My Career Builder to huge success. Look at this, the behind-the-back dribble combo to a crossover.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
Precious Achiuwa.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, 2 years after their first title, the Raptors last season missed the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. Fred VanVleet said people are overlooking us again, which is not a bad place to be in. Kevin, this front office finds diamonds in the rough, so it's only a matter of time before they're back in the mix.
I agree, David. They are a quality organization. They always find a way. Thank you. And now the New York Knicks starters. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Fournier out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Robinson in its center. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Siakam are the forward. Dragic is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Achiuwa in at the center, locking down the middle. Two very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
And it makes me think of Stacey Augmon, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
Now here's Walker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Walker always looking to take that shot when given the opportunity. So consistent at that range.
Now here's Barnes. To the middle, and stolen by Fournier. Walker against Dragic, and Walker gets it to go on the assist from Fournier.
And Walker, the definition of a creative finisher. No foul, no problem.
Achua finds Dragic over Walker. No good from Dragic. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Fournier. And here's Walker outside. Drains the three-pointer. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
And the defense has got to be better. Walker is looking to score once he gets in that position.
Here's Dragic. Robinson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Raptors ball. Knicks substitution.
Out on the floor right now for the Knicks. .20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here is Van Vliet.
That'll be 3 seconds.
He's got 6, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Fred VanVleet, shooting 1.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Has always been a tremendous defender, in my opinion, and he knows he's going to knock down his free throws. But now Fred VanVleet has emerged as a terrific all-around scorer. He can pretty much do it all.
Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. It's good. Nice touch there from Birch.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And home court advantage is always a factor. But Goran Dragic adamant you can't rely on it.
It's easier to play at home. You're playing in front of your fans. You're sleeping in your bed, and everything feels better. But still, we need to be locked in from the first minute to the last. And
Greg, they've been pretty solid on their home floor.
The good teams do that. You have to take care of business and protect your home court.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well. And getting a lot of good points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Knicks. The chosen one out there is Derrick Rose. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Noel. And it's Toppin in at the 4-man position.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Raptors leading by 4. Van Vliet passes to Mikhailuk. And there's the drive. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Birch, no good. And so it's Birch bringing it up now for New York. Last time they met in New York.
Well, they played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication. Love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
The Knicks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
That's good from the chosen one. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree, Kevin. I mean, and on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at, trying to balance things out.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Birch, and the rejection by Noel. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. D.A., thank you. And so it's New York with it after the Raptors pick up 2. No good from the chosen one.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Nice find by Dragic. Great vision, unselfish basketball.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's the chosen one. And again, New York with the triple.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Outside Dragic. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Rose with some nice D. Out to the right wing. Here's the chosen one. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. Some changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Kem Birch. And it's Barnes in for Watanabe. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Knicks. R.J. Barrett comes in for the chosen one. Action for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Raptors out in front. They're up by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying.
So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
And rounding out our first vote of the year, G. the versatile.
And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At guard, at 6'7", number 13, Evan Fournier.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live and we have a minute to catch up with our reporter. What do you have for us, Allie?
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game's most exciting play.
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. Giannis plays the 4 with Lopez in the middle. Holiday and DiVincenzo man the backcourt. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, Fournier the 2, Barrett at the small forward. Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. And it's Walker in at the point. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, BA. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
So the Bucks win the tip. Middleton with it. Pass to Lopez. Back to Middleton. Clock at 6. From 13, that one a little long. And here's New York now. Barrett, he's open. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
RJ right there moving out of the basketball, and that helps him to get to an open spot on the floor. That creates the rhythm.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Middleton. Now here's Lopez. Back to Holiday. Randall pulls down the board. Middleton against Barrett. And it's in there.
I think RJ found that floater right as he got into the area. One more step. He was able to spot the rim. Soft touch.
And one big difference for Randall now, his ability to finish with the right hand.
Well, it's opened up a whole world of possibilities as teams just want him to go left. If he spins back and feels confident, he'll use that right hand to get a finish.
Got him in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
And if he's in the mid-range, Giannis is going to feel more and more comfortable about getting into his offensive rhythm.
Basket's good. Barrett's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Holiday. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Pass to Antetokounmpo. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Randall. Outside Fournier. It doesn't go for him. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. Here's Middleton.
Think about Middleton's improvement in this stage. A lot of people not knowing where he came from or how his game has evolved. And they've seen it over the past couple
Shooting
seasons.
for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton. At the line, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Hear so much about this 3 and D in terms of the wings in the NBA. And Chris Middleton really embodies all of that. He can do some damage behind the arc and then is asked to guard the team's most potent offensive wing.
Both free throws good from Middleton.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Back to Walker. Jacks up a 3. Called in by DiVincenzo. You know, with Middleton, he's always adding a wrinkle to his game, it seems, Brent.
I feel like, B.A., he's understood the physicality of the game a little better in the past couple years and now has extreme confidence in where it is he can get his offense going.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Walker against DiVincenzo. Nice shot by Walker. The Bucks trail. Now Antetokounmpo. Last game out, we saw him score 42. Pass to Middleton. Over Barrett. And he can't bank that one in. The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter to the middle. Here's Randall. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And Giannis with the dunk.
And you love it when your star player gets down there and gets dirty, and that time Antetokounmpo in there.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Randall. Here's Barrett. Now here's Fournier. Randall finds Walker. Over on Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
No! They're unable to get the tying basket there.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him. R.J. Barrett getting up there. No contest, anyone?
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Milwaukee calls timeout. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Your Knicks City Dancer. Your Knicks City Dancer.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. A minute 35 left in the first quarter of the game. And Allen gets it to go.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Quickly. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Allen. Milwaukee shooting 23%. Not great so far. Here's Connaughton. 1:05 left in the first. Portis finds Allen. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Doesn't go for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Hill against Rose. Good work defensively by Hill. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
And Allen gets it to go.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Allen against Quickly. Pass to Rose. Knocked away. Here's the break. Nwora, that's good.
The impressive wingspan of George Hill allows him to come up with that kind of steal.
Rose, the pass to Quickly. Tries a 10-footer. Unable to get that one. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks ahead, up 2. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And you ask Giannis, his recipe for success, it's pretty simple.
Yes, I'm going to tell you the secret. Get off social media.
That's it. Just spend time with your family, spend time with your teammate, and just come here and do your job. I think you don't second guess yourself. You know, you just go out there and play hard and give everything to the team without thinking about nothing else.
He does keep a tight-knit circle, Grant.
Yes, I love it. No big entourage, just family, team, and the work. And that's what he's all about.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Grayson Allen is out there with George Hill. Then there's Pat Connaughton, and it's Portis in at center. Portis' shot is off.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Time now to hear from a reporter, Allie LaForce.
This Bucks team is arguably the most talented in franchise history. At the same time, the East has gotten tougher. So the Bucks are looking to improvise. Giannis said, quote, "We're getting better, trying new things, changing our schemes. That's something we think is going to help us." Brian?
Using the regular season to experiment out. Interesting. Thank you. Hey, Grant, back when you played, were there certain types of teams that gave you more trouble, whether it was size or athleticism or maybe shooting?
Well, back in my day, I mean, the big, strong teams had a huge advantage. They could really beat you up and plant big guys inside, which really made it difficult getting to the rim.
Portis with the steal. And here's the fast break. Allen, the pass to Hill. Six on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's Allen. And Toppin pulls it down.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Here's Quickly. Got a hand on it. And he recovers it. Rose outside. Second shot opportunity. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Tipped away. Here's Allen. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Rose against Hill. Here's Rose. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
There. Lopez passes to Middleton. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez passes to Middleton. Over Barrett. And that one's good. Middleton.
How about the handle shown by Chris Middleton there, zipping his way through the defense and getting where he wanted to.
Walker against Holiday. Walker's shot is off. Well, Milwaukee's shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Well, you can't ever feel safe with Holiday on the floor. Grant, he is one of the great ball hawks in the NBA.
He reads plays very well. He has a good wingspan to swipe away errant passes. One of the many reasons Holiday is such a great defender.
And Holiday powers it home.
Fire on both ends of the floor. That's what Drew Holiday is playing with, and letting his defense manufacture some of his offense.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bucks?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays and transitions.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover. Good activity there.
And he knocks down the first one. Fournier hits them both. The Bucks have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Check by Randall. Antetokounmpo inside. Randall's there. It's good. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And if he's that close, Giannis is going to say good night. He's going to cash that in.
Here's Walker. And he banks in the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That is what I'm talking about. Wow.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
New York trailing. Walker with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Now here's Walker. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Robinson. 4 on the clock. Here's Barrett. Milwaukee with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Outside Fournier. Rebounded by the Bucks. DiVincenzo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Holiday passes to Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Walker. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Here's Randall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Fires from the line. And that's not going to go.
Always seems to be a secondary thought process for the shooter when Giannis is in the area. Definitely throwing some shots off right now.
And so it's Milwaukee finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. Fournier, the 2, Barrett at the small forward, and it's Walker in at the point guard position. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half.
Well, sometimes it's like a patient that's struggling to breathe. You just got to keep the play alive, and Robinson able to do that there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
The officials were right on top of that one. And a huge sigh of relief for Bucks fans last year. Giannis signing a monster contract extension. He'll continue to be the franchise for years to come.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And you know, Grant, many wondered if Giannis would test free agency. Ultimately avoided all that drama.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to stay and build a winner with the Bucks. And you know what? He did just that, bringing home the NBA championship. What a reward for the fans in the city of Milwaukee, and just tremendous character from Giannis.
And the second free throw is good.
Yeah, and all the Greek gods can't be perfect, right, B.A.? I mean, Giannis, one of the few weaknesses in his game is getting to the free throw line and knocking those down consistently.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked to me about signing the extension to remain in Milwaukee. He said, my goal stays the same. Get better day by day, step by step. As long as that's what we're all focused on, why not play for the Bucks 25 years? There is no reason for me to move.
Well, he certainly found a home, Allie. Good stuff there.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
DiVincenzo being a connector out there now.
You know, with Giannis and his free throws, Brent, it hurts his team in late-game situations.
Well, it does. It's something that he knows. He recognizes it, and he continues to work on it. And I think that that's the first part for Giannis in getting better, recognizing the problem.
And a lot's changed for Kemba Walker. Bought out over the summer. And, of course, this was after he was sent out to Oklahoma City with the Thunder. Now, Kemba gave up some cash in that buyout, but he feels like he's in a great fit with the Knicks to help them make another run.
Milwaukee in the lead. Antetokounmpo outside. Over Randall. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Fournier. And the Knicks miss again. The Bucks shooting a solid 47%. Randall against DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one's good. Antetokounmpo has got 13.
And that's some determination there from Antetokounmpo. Able to bully his way through the defenders, multiple that time, while shooting the ball.
Fournier, the pass to Walker. That shot off the mark. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
Yeah, I'm looking over at the coaching staff. Smiles on their face. That's what they want. Holiday very skilled at getting to that spot and hitting a J.
New York calls timeout. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Your Knicks City Dancer. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer.
Look for Milwaukee. Nora's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Allen comes in for DiVincenzo. And it's Hill in for Holiday. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Randall, the pass to Rose. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
An excellent finisher who loves to bring the intensity. Rose will challenge anybody at the rim.
Derrick Rose. At the line, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Gibson's checked in for Randall. Good on the second one. Middleton with it. 7 points in the game. Six to shoot. Portis down low. Noel covering. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Middleton out there thinking about the game, and that helps out. Skilled at getting to the free throw line.
And Chris Middleton, a great three-point shooter. He's got a deadly mid-range game as well, Greg.
Middleton is just flat out a shooter. Can pull up from anywhere on the floor. If you give him the mid-range, he'll take it and punish you.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Both free throws good from Middleton. And I think we're all giving more attention to health and well-being. Grant, anything the league can do better to protect player health?
Well, I know they've tried to cut down on travel and minimize back-to-backs, but at the end of the day, you're playing 41 road games and 41 home games. That's what it is. It's a marathon. It's going to be hard, and it's an endurance race. And so, yeah, maybe reducing regular season games, but I'm not sure that's an option. So sometimes you just got to grind it out and get through it and hope for the best for your ball club.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal.
That's why Middleton gets the respect from the teammates here. Adept at getting to the free throw line,
shooting for Milwaukee,
the inside.
Chris Middleton at the line, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Middleton. And so he hits both.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now Rose, looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Pass to the chosen one. From beyond the arc and then some.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Inside, here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Here's the chosen one, averaging around 5 points a game. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. Quickly, it's checked in for New York. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Lopez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
A minute and a half left in the third. Hill against Rose. Shot's good by Hill. And the Bucks lead by 15.
And George Hill has been around, so he understands even with pressure, he's still capable of scoring.
Here's the chosen one. Three-pointer off the mark.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Hill. Kept alive. Portis gets the bucket. Portis has gotten his second bucket of the game.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
To the middle. Here's Noel. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul, George Hill.
And the Knicks making a change here.
Personal.
Barrett's checked in.
Third team
and Milwaukee also making a switch.
At the line
Connaughton's checked in.
Nerlens Noel. At the line, one shot.
Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Now here's Portis. Misses with the fallback. Jay, they've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
And he gets that one.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Allen. Ooh, excellent D there from Quickly. New York has gotten only one three-pointer to fall here in the third. 5 attempts. Barrett can't hit.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Beyond the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
The defense has to be besides themselves. They're a terrific shot to close out the quarter by him.
And so it's Milwaukee up 15 points as this quarter concludes. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. More 2K action in just a moment. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
You guys got to read the ball better. Stay in your stance. Read the ball. All pressure. Everybody talking. Oh.
And when the defense is lacking, Coach Thibodeau will definitely let you know about it.
Yeah, he doesn't hold back at all. And his players respect him for it. He really wants them to improve their effort.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Holiday and DiVincenzo man the backcourt. Giannis plays the 4 with Lopez in the middle. And it's Allen in at the small forward. Now here's Randall. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
In for the Bucks.
Some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Allen. And it's Hill in for DiVincenzo.
One shot.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Well, super teams are still being built. Grant, what's the key to making it work with 3 or 4 guys who all need touches?
Well, it comes down to good communication between your leaders. Of course, you have to have a plan. You can't be out there winging it. And, of course, prioritizing wins over stats always works. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bucks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
and they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And boy, did they need to win this game after dropping the first 2 matchups against this squad. Now they can go into the final game of the season series with a ton of confidence.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
And the Knicks miss again.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Here's Middleton. The rebound by Gibson. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
The chosen one shot is good.
Number 00.
12 seconds left in the final quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. So long, everybody.
Remember, you can always find more 2KTV on social media. We're at NBA2K_2KTV. And check back here every Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time for a brand new episode. We'll see you next week, and until then, enjoy the game. Bye.
The tallest building in the United States, One World Trade Center. Looking glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Well, one thing is certain. Anyone who looks at Draymond Green's scoring is missing his impact. Last season, Green had the most 15-plus assist games in NBA history by a non-guard. And he averaged more assists and more rebounds than he did points. And his defense, of course, remains All-NBA. Guys?
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. Now, Golden State's starting 5. Sharing the wing spots, it's Thompson and Wiggins. Bjelica is out there with James Wiseman, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. And for New York, sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. And at the midway point, Chris, what stands out about this phase of the regular season to you?
Well, usually the standings are solidified. The favorites, the cellar dwellers, we had some great stories. And this is where the front offices have to take a hard look at their roster and maybe look to make some moves as well.
Now, here's Barrett. And Wiseman sends it back. And they're able to recover. Shot clock at 5. A second chance effort. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Curry against Walker. And the pass to Bielitsa. On the wing, Wiggins. No good on that one. So New York will take it the other way. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
It makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation.
So it's the Warriors now, following the score by New York. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Nailed from three-point land.
A real solid three-point shooter. Wiggins has nice touch from out there.
And Wiggins thrives as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
Walker's shot is off. And it's the Warriors' ball. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulders.
And that mental aspect impacts players. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Randall passes to Barrett. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Like a lot.
Warrior substitution.
Picked up 24 points in their last one against the Pacers in Indianapolis. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Different look here for the Warriors. Green is checked in for Wiseman. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Bielitsa. Kuminga's come in for Andrew Wiggins. And Poole's up in for Curry.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Green deciding where to go with it. And it's Green slamming it down.
A great roller off the screen. Draymond shows he can also initiate that play with the ball in his hands.
And that one's good. Noel. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K. Well, he's won at the highest levels, and Steph Curry understands what's required to get back to that lofty position.
Stay in the moment and just focus on here and now. We have to follow that kind of game plan. Stay in the moment, do what we do every single night, and go get it.
Well, you hear it a lot, keeping your focus.
And as much defensive attention as Curry commands on a nightly basis, he can't afford a lapse of focus.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Kuminga. And it's Green. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Thompson in at the 2. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Fires the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 6.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches Steph's hands,
Pass to Burks. Active quickly. Launches it. No good from the chosen one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Near the three-point line, it's Poole. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Here's the chosen one. The offensive rebound. Gibson plays it up and banks it in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Down low. Kuminga kicks to Curry. And the Warriors take on Curry.
If he doesn't play around, if the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. My style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you. Curry against quickly. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And Greg, just from the eye test, Kuminga's built like a guy who's in his late 20s.
And physically, he's got some LeBron James to him. Great natural strength, fast, explosive off the floor. When he puts his head down and goes to the bucket, he can be unstoppable.
First team foul.
He's a solid player when he's on the floor, Kevin. The problem is staying on the floor.
Shooting for Golden State.
As you said, Chris, with Porter, he helps this team when he's available.
2 shots.
It's not going to get any easier as he gets older. I mean, he helps this team with his shooting as well as his length. You can just hope he can crack 60 games in any given season.
Free throw good. Porter. And you think of the superstars who dominate the game with their skill level, Chris, like Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, even Luka. Who are those skills superstars from when you played?
Oh, well, I mean, I tell you, for me, it was guys like Steve Nash, of course, my boy, shout out to my man, Peja Stojakovic, Dirk Nowitzki, Mark Price, Chris Mullin. What up, Mully? John Stockton. I mean, just a lot of great talent in this league. An effective player on both ends of the court. The long, crafty Porter knows his strength and plays them well.
Up top, Curry, guarded by Robinson. Curry can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The shot's good from Fournier. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an
Warrior substitution.
Making substitutions here. The chosen one out there with Rose. Then there's Toppin. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Knox in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. And the Knicks with possession. They trail by 9 points. No good from the chosen one. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Kuminga with a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Number 00.
6 seconds left in the fourth
Knicks
quarter.
foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's
You
his
have
first
to
personal.
foul, but I'm sure
Team
they
is
would
in
have
the
liked to
penalty.
foul someone different.
At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry. At the line, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
A multi-time champion and relentless competitor. I mean, Curry's drive to be an all-time great is admirable.
Second one is good. They both at the line. It's an 8-point game. New York calls timeout. They're behind by 8. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
To present the New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
NBA 2K22 events are on. Yes, your favorites are back, but we've added even more this year. And whether you're getting buckets on the Concha Del Mar or in the city, there is something for everyone. Let's start aboard the Concha Del Mar. Rack up the XP at set sail events where all games played on decks 15 and 16 will be worth double XP. Want more? Well, also on deck 15 is deck party events, and those games are worth double XP too. For all you rec players, look for double XP events to pop up here too. So get your squad together and start practicing. Plus, we have to mention the Specialty Appreciation Series, where you'll earn extra XP based on your badge points. The first one of the year will highlight
The Rockets on their way to the locker room, looking to deliver a big win for the home crowd tonight. You take a look down at Space City as day turns tonight. We're coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian. In Julius Randle's 7th NBA season, he became an all-star. He said, I've been through a lot in the NBA, the ups, the downs. You learn to take everything in stride and have patience. My mindset doesn't change, no matter what. Every game, I try to be aggressive and make winning plays.
Well, great story. Good stuff, Allie. And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Fournier, the 2, Barrett at the small forward, Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. And it's Walker in at the 1. And for the Rockets, Tyson Wood playing together in the front court. Green and Tate on the perimeter. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And a huge part of any NBA team's success is health, especially as we move to the middle part of the schedule.
Well, we know injuries are a part of the game, and they shape every NBA season. Unfortunately, they can end a team's season at any moment.
Here we go. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Here's Walker. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
That's just too easy. Kemba, the innate sense to find the open player. Well done.
Up top, Wall. Walker covering. And Wood with the stuff.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Back to Walker. Outside Fournier. Three-pointer. The Rockets pull it in. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Wall no good for New York. They've gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. And Wall really helps you across the board.
He fills up the stat sheet at both ends, but he also has that presence, that it factor. Whether winning or losing, his confidence never wanes.
He gets it in there. Randall's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Wall against Walker. On the wing, Green. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, John Wall has an incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Barrett. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from a distance. Barrett's got 5.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And here is Green. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. No good there. Randall with some nice D. New York has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. To the inside. Got it. 6 points for him.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Tate. Here's Wood. Back to Tate. Shot clock at 6. Tice. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, Daniel Tice has great understanding of how to play in pick and roll. That's their bread and butter.
Wall against Walker. Randall left side. Lays it up and banks it in. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And he's going for the lob. And finished off by Tice.
Well, there's a connection that Daniel Tice has with his teammates. Vertical threat at the rim. Yes, I am.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Walker. There's the triple. And again, New York with the triple.
3 points. When he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc.
2
Love it.
minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Wall.
2 minutes.
23 points his last outing.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Daniel Tice.
One thing you know when defending Barrett, he wants to get to the rim every chance he can.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
So far, guys, they've done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy buckets.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
And the first one at the line is good. And you know, Grant, on his attacks to the basket, Barrett is looking for points, a foul, or both.
Oftentimes initiating the contact, too. As he gets more established in the league, he'll get more calls to go his way.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for New York. Noel, he's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randall. Quickly is checked in for Fournier. And Rose is subbed in for Walker. And Barrett drops them both.
Boy, everybody remembers the 2019 draft as the Zion Williamson draft. And obviously, R.J. Barrett goes number 3 to the New York Knicks.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Outside Barrett. 1:33 left to play in the first. Here's Toppin. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Of course, R.J. and Zion played together in Durham, along with Cam Reddish.
That's right. So much pure talent on that team. But experience helps win chips at any level. No substitute for knowledge and context.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Pass to Quickly. Rose outside. Here's Noel. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Now here's Nwaba. Gordon on the wing, guarded by Quickly. Back to Nwaba. Pass to Porter. Here's Şengün. He's off on the layup.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Barrett. There's the drive.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Gordon can't hit. Rose with it. 8 points in his last time out. And he lobs it up top.
And Rose, always aggressive coming off those screens, forced the defense to contain him and drops it off with a nice assist.
R.J. Barrett, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the New York Knicks. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And the high-flying Obi Toppin, the 8th pick in 2020, to his hometown Knicks. His father had a reputation of his own in the Big Apple.
My dad's nickname is Dunk is the Light, so he had a lot of trick dunks. Maybe I might pull out one of his dunks, we'll have to see, but he definitely had some tricks back then. I think I have better ones now, though.
Boy, Toppin can throw it down with the best of them, Grant.
Oh, he sure can. And when he elevates, it's highlight reel material.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So on the floor for New York, Alec Burks is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Quickly in at the 2.
Boy, impressive defense from Toppin. Right on the pipe, send it back.
And for New York, they're shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. Pass to Burks. Rose with it. With some arc. And the layup is up and in. And the Knicks lead by 13.
Well, the floater has always been a key shot in Derrick Rose's arsenal. And the later he gets in his career, the more we may see him deploy it.
Gordon with it, and Noel picks him up defensively. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first
And
personal
Grant, you were
foul.
a big wing with
First
skill.
team foul.
That type of player very much in
At
demand
the
in
line
today's
for your
game.
Rockets,
I mean, today's NBA
Eric
is
Gordon.
all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
The first one falls. Christian Wood is checked in for the Rockets. Augustine comes in for Nwaba. And that's good as he hits both shots.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Outside Burks. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Pass to the chosen one. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession. So for the Rockets, Tice is checked in for Martin. Tate comes in for Gordon. And Green is subbed in for Porter Jr. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Walker comes in for Rose. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And stolen by Wood. Here's Tate. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
And you get some traditional big man stuff from Wood. But you look at his handles, going one-on-one outside the painted area, most centers can't do all the things that he can do.
Green for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Randle's got 4 rebounds now. To the wing on the left. And it's the chosen one missing. Houston's shooting around 41%. And Wood's shown great versatility on offense. But the same skill set applies on the defensive end as well.
I mean, he can switch. He slides on the perimeter to protect the rim. His skill set is exactly what scouts are looking for now at the center position.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, the players on two-way contracts getting expanded opportunities last season after the league eliminated the 50-game cap and permitted them to take part in the playoffs. The pandemic played a role, but, guys, teams are continuing to find contributors among these scrappy young players.
Well, it's all about opportunity, Allie. Thanks. Burks against Wood. Pass to the chosen one. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Here's the chosen one. Now here's Gibson, guarded by Wood. Here's the chosen one. Wood grabs the board. Wood's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Tate, lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. New York goes the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots. You have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Green, the pass to Wood. Back to Green. There's the 3. He buries it from 3. Green's got 8.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the Knicks call time here. Checking in for Augustine. The Knicks making a switch here. Here's Walker. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And let's not forget about the assists. This guy is a playmaker, was a driving force for that offense.
Back to Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Randall. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, the strength of Julius Randle is an obvious asset. This guy, despite being undersized, is able to finish through contact.
And Wall, here we go. And the big finish by Wall.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Walker. This one for 3. Sinks the tray. Walker's got his second basket on the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Wall. And no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Randall left side. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Outside Tate. Back to Green. Fires the 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Randall finds Walker. Outside Barrett. And he gets it to go.
R.J. Barrett.
Barrett's got 11.
Well, there's a strength to R.J. Barrett that belies that thin frame. He's got toughness and the willingness to absorb contact.
And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 17 at the end of the period. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Julius Randle has been sensational.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Green and Tate on the perimeter. Tyson Wood playing together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Pass to Fournier. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Knicks lead by 19.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Wall against Walker. Green for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight. Hey, Jalen Green kind of started his career with a big moment, being the first player to join the Ignite team in the G League, where he got a taste of the NBA style of play.
Outside, Green. Back to Wall. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Takes a turnaround, Jay. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 7 tonight. The seasoning Jalen Green picked up in the G League really did help strengthen his game.
Yeah, I mean, what a great opportunity for him to grow as a player, allowing him to continue sharpening his skills by playing against league caliber talents.
Pass to Tate, fires from deep. The offensive rebound. And he comes up with a bucket. Tice has got 8 points.
If you do not find Daniel Tice and check him off, he is excellent on the offensive glass, producing a second chance opportunity for his team.
And the foul called on John Wall.
That's his first personal
That's his first foul of the game.
First team
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Nwaba, he's checked in for the Rockets. Toppin, he's checked in for New York. Quickly comes in for Walker. Outside Barrett. Pass to Fournier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing quickly. Over Wall. That went off the back iron and out.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
So, Brian, the NBA tests out different rules in the G League, including shooting 1 free throw for all the possible points to speed things up. How much did it hurt players' free throw percentages, not getting the multiple tries? Well, averages dropped a percentage point or 2. Is that a deal breaker or something to consider?
Checking in for the Knicks.
Gordon comes in for Nwaba, and it's Porter Jr. in for Green. And the Knicks making a change here. The Rockets have gotten 8 of 15 during the 4th quarter. So on the floor for the Knicks, Taj Gibson is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly, and it's the chosen one in at the point. The 3 from Wood. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Julius Randle.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. No problems knocking that one down.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's the chosen one. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And finished off by Tice.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
Moving on to the city, if you're looking to party and play while listening to the latest in-game music, Club 2K is the place to be. Your favorites are also back. At Mobile One Grand Prix events, be one of the first 3 players to finish the race, and you'll be rewarded with some sweet prizes. If you're a long-range shooter, make your way to the Ruffles Ridge events, where you can extend your range with a 4-point line. Earn XP in style at the Puma Mania events. You'll be rewarded with an XP multiplier for playing games in the
land of the free and the home of the brave.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Marcus Smart stands 6'3", but he said, I can guard bigs, so I started making a joke. I'm a stretch 6. Forget a stretch 5. My teammates loved it, and it just stuck with me. He added, I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so I've been up against bigger guys. For me, that means nothing. Kevin?
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Mitchell Robinson out there with Toppin. And it's Walker in at the point. And for Boston, in the post, it's Tatum and Williams. Outside, the wings are Smart and Brown. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. And tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Now here's Walker. Pass to Fournier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then gotten the right spot to deliver.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. To the inside, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And Walker kicks to Fournier. Barrett the pass to Toppin. Feeds it to Walker. Williams with the block. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Schroeder, right side. Passes it to Smart. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. That shot misses. The pass to Fournier. Barrett with the ball. Pass to Walker. Clock at 4. Here's Toppin, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, Toppin can hit a 3. He could throw down a monster dunk. What can he do in between?
Well, he was the College Player of the Year, Brent, in 2020, but Obi Toppin didn't make quite the impact people thought he would as a rookie.
Well, we saw some flashes, and he wasn't used a ton last year. And guess what? That's okay. If you're going to have a 10 or 12-year career and you have to learn slowly before you get acclimated to the NBA, we're going to see his size, we're going to see his athleticism, and we're going to see him grow as a player over the next couple seasons.
Gets it to go Walker from beyond the arc.
3 points. And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive long-distance shooter.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Williams dishes to Tatum. And it's blocked. Williams with the steal. The shot's good.
Williams gets positioned inside. He just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Now, here's Barrett. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Robinson against Williams. And taken away by Brown. Pass to Schroeder. Outside Tatum. Robinson with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Robinson doing the work on that shot. Swatted away.
Really left alone that time. Walker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for New York.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Brown against Robinson. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Some changes for Boston. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Williams. And it's Horford in for Jason Tatum. The Knicks also changing it up. Noel comes in for Robinson. And it's Rose in for Walker. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. They grab their own miss. Brown banked in off the glass.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
Passes it to Barrett, shoots the three, and Kanter pulls it down.
Checking in for the
deciding to change it up, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Al Horford at the line with one shot.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Al Horford.
Al Horford has been in the league a long time and has had several stops. He's seen a lot of success. Everywhere he's gone, he's been a productive big man.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Knicks leading by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. One of the most prolific offensive rebounders in the league, Enes Kanter, breaks down the impact of that particular play.
Feels an extra position. It's demoralized our opponents, and I think it gives my teammates so much confidence. Tell them, hey, shoot it with confidence, and if you miss him, I'm gonna go get it for you.
Greg's so valuable, having players who don't need plays called for them to have an impact.
And he's shown he can score in the paint, but if he's not getting touches, he can also go and attack that offensive glass.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Number 4 for the Knicks. We've got Alec Burks. Emmanuel quickly out there with the chosen one. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Noel in at the 4. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Gibson. New York leading by 4. Here's the chosen one. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Dunn passes to Kanter. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons. But last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. With the young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. Done against quickly. Dunn passes to Cantor. That evens the score. Cantor's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The pass to the chosen one. Latrey. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Pass to the chosen one. Will it go? Drills the three-pointer. The chosen one's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The defense a step slow. Boston, you can see the results.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. And Brent, some interesting family history here. Your dad, Rick, brother John, and you all ended your careers playing for the Houston Rockets.
The next time, Kevin, that you and I are broadcasting a game in Houston, I'll walk you across the street to the Berry Cemetery, and we'll take a look at the headstone.
Williams is checked in for Cantor. Tatum comes in for Al Horford. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Dunn. The Knicks also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Toppin comes in for Noel. And it's Kemba. In for quickly.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Passes it to the chosen one. A three-pointer off the mark.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And Greg at 6'5" and 200 pounds, not the most imposing frame for Josh Richardson, but he is a quality defender.
Well, a lot of it is between the ears. I mean, the plus wingspan helps, but it's that competitive will that enables him to hold his own.
No good from the chosen one.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Round the pass to Tatum. Shoots over Toppin. And the shot is good. Dropping even off the front of the rim. And it's a 4-point Celtic lead. Knicks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And it's blocked.
Toppin has that kind of reach. 7'2" wingspan. Get that out of here.
Burks the pass to the chosen. Some solid defense from Brown.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Right side to Walker. New York again turned it over. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Some changes for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Richardson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Pritchard. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Barrett's checked in. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. They host the 76ers after this game. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You think back to that 2017 draft. Scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Fournier is checked in for the chosen one, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Kemba. And so it's Boston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Smart. Onto the front court along with Tatum. Marcus Smart is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with the basket coming off a pretty
and Toppin throws it down.
Love it when Obi gets a few steps. He can really get up there.
Boston leading by 12. Schroeder with the ball. Brown outside. Tatum on the wing. Guarded by Walker. Tatum drives in. Robinson with the block. Smart against Fournier. Kicks to Barrett. Popped up there for Robinson. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
A timing play, but it helps to have a leaper like Mitchell Robinson finish it off.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Tatum drives in. And he goes right over R.J. Barrett. Slams it down.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
New York moving the ball around. Fournier against Smart. Got it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Fournier.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Pass to Tatum. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson.
Celtics ball.
Kentry checked in for Boston. Horford comes in for Tatum. And New York with a change here too. Nerlens Noel checks in for Mitchell Robinson. Kicks it loose. It's stolen by Barrett. There's the pass to Walker. Back to Barrett. Inside. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Assist from such a versatile player as a combo guard, and with that great size, it can allow him to set up teammates.
Schroeder kicks to Brown. That's tipped. Outside Fournier. Clock at 6. The three. Buries it from three-point range. Fournier's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Here's Brown. And the rejection by Noel.
And Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Horford. And finally they hit one. Horford's got 10 points in the game.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And what impressed me about Smart last year, and we're seeing it this year as well, is patience and precision as a playmaker.
Fournier, and he makes good on the layup. He's got 9.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Smart against Fournier. Schroeder looking around.
Nick
Making some changes here. Rose against Schroeder. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
His first
and that play takes talent. D-Rose taking it up strong, knows he's drawing contact, and makes the proper adjustment.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
The line for one.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Knicks lead by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. Robinson is out there with Toppin. Then it's the chosen one, and it's Rose, and it's quickly in at the small 4. And the shot goes in.
Fighting through some defense right there. Schroeder showing some offensive confidence right now.
Schroeder against Rose. On the wing quickly. Here's the chosen one. And the three ball is good. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Tatum passes to Richardson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. New York leading by 5. Here's the chosen one. Six to shoot. The three-pointer, no good. Boston's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And Williams with the stuff.
Ashley Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Here's the chosen one. From the arc. It's not going to go for him. And it's Boston the other way. Richardson the pass to Smart. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. That's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
Robinson against Williams. Robinson kicks to Rose. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 3. Shot from 12. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Richardson playing with boundless energy. Great at going into the physical defense and drawing the foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
That's good from Richardson.
There's so much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
Barrett checked in for the Knicks. Evan Fournier comes in for the chosen one.
Knicks substitutions.
9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside, Smart. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.